5 now. And I'm here to rant about some bullshit. I'm just gonna use this right. I have a checkpoint near the fucking rally banner, so it should be easy. So, as not many of you might know, there was a strand technique with the grapple hunter.
They take
grapple
us
strand
for
hunter.
fools. The artifact you brought back from the pyramid began
Shush
emitting
the
a signal,
fuck up.
one that reaches deep into the Black Garden. Once
So
again,
it's
we are
about
beckoned into their
using the
trap.
grapple
They
repeatedly
expect us to follow the signal
while
to discover
quote-unquote
where it leads.
abusing a
Fine.
mod
We will play
that
their
honestly were
games,
just working as it
but this time
said
with
it was.
caution, not curiosity.
Now it's half not working and half working properly. It's not allowing you to do it back, whether or not you're grappling onto a tangle point or not. So, how the strat previously worked is you'd grapple either ground or air or something, jump to cancel it, wait for your grapple to come back, and then just do this repeatedly, and you'd get your grapple back. And eventually, once you had your grapple back, you could just do this to grapple a new point and then keep going. But now you can't, as you saw. Now you'd have to wait for your grapple to come back to keep going. And well, sure, this may seem fair, but this was the only thing that grapple had going for it. Sure, you might say well, that's a prime fucking point. The melee, that melee, might be a reason to balance it. But if let's say I'm moving backwards, yeah, that didn't proc it, did it? And if I'm in a life-threatening situation, I need that proc instantly. Not only when I'm moving forward. It's dumb. It's not worth it. It's just not going to be able to beat pretty sure this shit just gave me my fucking grenade back. Nope, it doesn't. But it's not gonna be a single shackle grenade throw. Hold on, I'll actually start the encounter. I actually need to start the encounter, yeah. But I need to wipe first, because I need a grenade. But, it's simply not going to be as effective anymore. Sure, that kind of tech made it so you could skip a lot of shit very easily. But then again, most of it wasn't that bad to skip in the first place. And could easily be done other ways anyways. But let's say you're gonna argue that, oh, it's still functionable in combat wise or whatever. Then, let me ask you this. What's better? That? Melee? And not have a proc? Or this? Fuck off, melee. That just straight up threw it, killed it in general. Like, what about that? That is so much better. First of all, it stops them shooting at you, in which you don't when you grapple onto them, or grapple in general. You don't get a damage resistance, nothing. So you can still get absolutely butt-fucked while doing your grapple. But meanwhile, here comes this grapple, or not grapple, but this grenade, and just goes, here, let me just suspend them and stop them from shooting at you, along with help you get a bunch of fucking damage off. You can't beat this. You just can't. that grapple should be for is fucking mobility. Titans have their suspend. Warlock have their threadlings. Hunter was supposed to have grapple, but they don't even fucking have that. Because that little tech was not that useful in everyday situations, just like shadow skating is. So what would be the point of nerfing it? And if you are like, oh, because you can skip encounters. Hey, guess what? Guess fucking what? I can still do that exact same fucking thing. And honestly, they shouldn't patch this. Sure, it may break certain shit and not really be that fun for many people because other people are just skipping shit. But the thing is, if they patched all of these things and then patched all the ways to go to galaxy pools, all that out of bounds, nobody would have fun in playing this game anymore. This game already lost its fun for me today just because of this fucking shit. Like, the base fucking cooldown for these fucks are 1 minute 45s. So they're nearly fucking 2 minutes long in cooldown. Two minutes long for what? That? That little shit jump? This part's the trickiest part. There we go. And down the fucking crack they go. It's like, when you look up, it doesn't really go all of the distance either most times. So it becomes very wonky to do it. Hey, guess what? I just skipped it. With the nerf. I do think the game is having a shirt. But yeah, like, my point still stands, even though my game is having a stroke. I bet a stroke and how long me to spawn. I don't know why it's not allowing me to spawn. Maybe I just did it wrong. Who knows? But my point still stands. Now the grenade is just not that good to use, and you'd be better off just going for a suspend build. The only issue with that is the Titans can do it better. I don't think the exotic helmet, which I haven't gotten yet, that's fucking shit. Having to use an exotic just to gain that. Yeah, no, that's much better. Hold up, wait a minute. Does that actually give you a second ground slam? If so, that's actually kind of a saving grace for the suspend build. But even then, it's actually kind of shit, because the range on the fucking thing is shit. Just, the Titan is still gonna beat it. Just because you can ground slam one more time doesn't mean that it's actually
they take us for
fixed
fools.
the build.
The artifact you brought back from the pyramid
Erismorn,
began
shut
emitting a
the
signal,
fuck up.
one that reaches deep into the Black Garden.
I really want to mess with this.
Once
No, I don't.
again, we are beckoned
That is
into their
actual
trap.
horseshit. What the fuck?
They
I don't like the look
expect
of
us
it
to
either.
follow the
What the
signal,
fuck?
to discover where it leads. Fine. We will play their games, but this
Bungie,
time
you've
with
gotta
caution,
you've
not
gotta nerf your
curiosity.
mindset on this shit, because it's not bad to give your community OP builds. Sure, you can have them rotate in and out, but this wasn't overpowered. I actually used one. Hold on. Yeah, okay, that's actually somewhat helping. But in my mind, it's still not enough. It's still not enough to help with the actual issue at hand. Because the issue at hand here is that you simply... Because even like round time, you can still get killed. There's a reason why this super has a bit of a flaw in Crucible. Because doing this to get at someone is a sure way to die. And the grapple is so heavily nerfed in this game. It was advertised as a mobility tool. Then it got that discount shoulder bash. And then it never was fun to use because either low cooldown or requiring you to use one fragment to have it come back at a steady state when you're mid-battle. That's not when you should be using your grapple much in the first place. I hit that. A grapple is a mobility tool, not a weapon. Halo Infinite's grappling tool is a mobility tool. If you shoot it at an enemy, it does fuck all. And you have pretty much no cooldown on it. And look, it isn't broken. Even in campaign mode, where you have infinite versions. Or infinite amounts. Like, what the fuck? They have made it so you can't just have infinite in multiplayer because of the fact that they have a thing where you go pick up shit in each match. That's how you find your weapons loot, usually. I personally don't like that style, but you do. But, again, it still doesn't have that big of a drawback. Sure, you run out of them, but... What about campaign mode, then? You're gonna run out of shit there. And stop breaking balance in there. I've still been able to be challenged even though I have a grappling hook. And honestly, that melee is better off not being there. I don't want it. I don't want to grapple my ass. Wait, hold up. This has a 140-minute cooldown. Okay, that was longer. But still. It's still way too long. Because most times you're going to be fucking about with your grapple. You're not going to be fighting enemies. If you grapple a sparrow while fighting enemies and you die, then you're a fucking idiot. And that melee is just kind of shit. I don't think I can show it off here. But if you're in a high level thing, there's no point of using it. Because you're going to be sacrificing distance. Pick that up. Never mind. But, like, you're going to be sacrificing safe distances. Let's say you're in a well, right? You're shooting out of the well at a Minotaur or whatever. A champion. You go to grapple it to melee it, you leave the well, and you instantly get your ass put 6 feet below. Because guess what? You left the fucking well to do a melee. It's so worthless and not trash tier shit. It's not even funny. Like, I'm not gonna be maining Hunter this for a huge amount of time. The only time I have fun on a Hunter is on fucking stasis due to Shatterscape, because I at least get fucking mobility. Yeah, no, I don't have that shit down. And honestly, requiring fucking to do this shit manually is fucking stupid. Because it doesn't work on my end. I can't seem to do it. Actually. Nice. But then again, I had to have huge shit. I guarantee you cannot do it off this, probably. Nope. Oh, I couldn't even melee all the time. Nice. What about on the exact edge? Nope. 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 Yeah, honestly, I'd rather use a macro just to make it easier. I can somewhat do it, or I can quote unquote do it, just press the wrong fucking button. I'm pressing Z for some reason. Then I just fucked it up, apparently. I can somewhat do it, I just don't care. Just only have one button and I don't know how to do itself. Why the fuck not? It's not exactly a skill. I legit just picked it up and instantly fucking did it. Which I can do it much faster when it comes to macro. The only thing is, well, ever since they fucking posted this shit about macros, yeah, I don't know if it's safe or not to use that simple of a macro. I'm not using it to AFK farm or whatever. I'm not using anything to cheat. I highly doubt you'd consider this cheating, otherwise everyone would be fucking banned right now. So, yeah. Like, honestly, the only time I'll play Hunter is on fucking stasis, honestly. Oh, it's Strand and Solar Burn or whatever? Go fuck yourself, I don't care. A Hunter's supposed to have a mobility. It's why they have to spec into this fucking stat in the first place. I'm not a good Hunter main. Well, primarily because I just can't be fucking arsed to farm for good rolls because my RNG luck is horrible. But yes. Like it's much easier to get out of bounds with Shatterscape and shit like that. Sure, that one is currently patched much more against it. But again, okay, what the fuck? Was that grenade just like just under the fucking limit or some shit? Also, so security is kind of nice. I just wish they'd come out with a better ornament for it. Please don't go too far. Alright. Shit. Close. I need to aim for the other side, I think. It's a bit of trial and error to get those down, but again, like, it's much easier. Still. There we go. Over here. And I'm up here. And since while this area is full of these kinds of angles, sure just got me past that without even fucking trying. That was much easier on Shatterskate than it's on fucking Strand. Yeah, for some reason the last time I didn't get the spawn option. I don't know why. Guess I did a melee wrong or something. But yeah, that was much easier on fucking Shatterskate. And that's me not having much practice with doing the actual thing outside of just using a macro, because honestly, it can't be ours. Because it's like, this kind of a game needs to not punish people for finding strong shit about something in the game. Because that's what this is. It's only a punishment. Oh, you found something good and strong and fun? Cool. We're gonna nerf it. Because fuck you, you don't get to have anything cool. I was supposed to say, I thought I had already been here. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's not balancing when it doesn't actually hurt the game in the first place. If you go, oh, people abusing it to go too fast and skip encounters. Yeah, the fuck do you think this is used for? I gotta fucking encounter skip the first fucking 5 minutes of me starting using this shit. Wouldn't be on my first fucking came out. I found a fucking skip for a part where you have to hunt the thing, hunt the cunt. Like, what the fuck? Specifically, if I go, it's a bit of a tricky one to do, as you need to do 2 shatter skates in a pretty decent succession, but it's still not difficult by any means. But like, there's so many things that can be used and taken and fucking breaking. Like, there's a reason why they've managed to get to galaxy pools, a place that's never been used and are completely outside of bounds. Like, there's no way you can get to it by just doing the shit I'm doing. People out of bounds with so many different shits. Why not just embrace it, Bungie? And grapple was much more fun used that way than in combat. In combat, it feels weak and just genuinely not good to use, because it forces you to move into closer ranges, which, guess what? at higher fucking levels is gonna obliterate you. And well, if you don't prep for higher levels, what the fuck are you doing? Playing fucking Destiny. Like, it's Destiny for a fucking reason. The whole point is to go for higher shit and higher shit. This is probably not gonna work, but fuck it. Nope. I actually hate doing it normally because it's so inconsistent. Sure, probably with practice or whatever it would be more consistent. But I don't care. I have got too much fucking shit to sit here and spam it repeatedly. That's not anything I want to do. And it sure as fuck ain't lazy when I have several other games I'm playing right now. I'm playing COD, Cold War. I'm playing Tribes of Midgard. I'm playing, fuck was the game called? Ghost Warrior Contract? Something like that. It's a sniping game, similar to Sniper Elite or whatever the game is called. Yeah, why the fuck would I sit here and waste my fucking breath? The fact that people think they're so elitist and cool because they can manually do it with a lower success rate than me just pressing the fucking Z button and doing it in one go and being done instantly. Just because it's possible. Sure, some people may want to learn it instead, and I'm not saying don't. I'm saying by all means, if you want to, go right fucking ahead. I'm not gonna fucking stop ya. The thing is, I don't want to, and I can't be fucking arsed, and you can't fucking force me. The only thing is, Bungie's gotta realize that if they don't lean into the shit that people find and find fun, then they're ultimately just gonna get their own game killed. Whether or not the balance is fair. Look, I fucked that up, and on my fucking, if I was using my macro, I would have instantly been over there. Now, in one of the, I think it's a Technorat or whatever the fuck, you have to go in there, go fight through a bunch of shit, find him first, and then you come out over there. But with a skip, do that, have a single friend or something, just run through, up until they meet him, and he'll just fuck off instantly. Sure, it's not that much, but it skips his entire fight. It skips his entire fight inside this room. Even though it's not a big fight, it skips it. And there's probably, this is just the one I found on day one. There's probably a bunch of other skips for that one. I just haven't fucking found them. What the fuck is getting damage numbers over there? But yeah, like, so why nerf this fun tactic that people could use to have some extra fun? Like, it's just not worth it. The thing is, like, to cross... I'll use Last Wish as an example. Morgoth encounter, the big ogre, if you were to turn 180 there, cross that massive ass gap, you could get a secret chest for free raid loot. Especially if you have done some raid loot before. If not, I don't think you'd get it. But yeah, so instead of, anyway, with the strand grapple, you could easily just do that across the chasm. It would still be a bit difficult to do, as you'd have to have the fucking thing down. You'd have to have the rhythm of it down. Otherwise, you would fuck it up and you would spend your grenade charges and you'd fall to death. And if you did fuck that up at the very end, well, now you'd start all over. Good job. You catch yourself. But, I'm pretty sure I should be able to do it with this load. I just don't want to be going and doing the code right now because I can't fucking arrest. I'm pretty sure you could do it with that, stompies, and a few other mobility tricks. I'm pretty sure you would be able to get your way over quite easily. Like, I've seen people swap subclass mid fucking jump just to use a blink to get further. Like, Strand Grapple wasn't gonna be that mega used like they think it was. Which is what's pissing me off the most, because they nerfed it while it was just a fun thing to do. Its climb and shit was just... Well, its climb was good, but there's not many times that you're gonna need to climb that much anyway. But its horizontal movement, the one that you're gonna need a whole heck of a lot more, is, well, mediocre and very slow, as it required that. And that's just slow. So it makes no sense other than to fuck over people who found it fun. And that's people who actually enjoy playing your game sometimes, when they're fucking about. And not sweating their cock off just to get, oh, highest light level, whatever the fuck. It's not fun to play this game when you're just gonna nerf every good thing. Starfire is being nerfed, despite it not being all that good compared to some of the other shit that I've seen in a few other games that's similar to this. Like, they could have made it so that it's 5 seconds to get your grenade back, or something like that, instead of 8. Because 8 is a huge amount. Like, they nerfed it by a quite significant amount. Like, it's gonna die as soon as that nerf releases. And then you're gonna be back to square one. No one knows what to use. And sure, Warlocks with fusion nades like that was kind of broken, but then again, balancing it might not be snack 50 nerf, 50% nerf, but instead a 5% nerf, then another 5% nerf, until it's properly balanced, until everyone feels it's properly balanced and fair. Then again, this community will never be satisfied until a good thing is ruined to hell, despite it previously being balanced, just like Lemon Arc. If everything is right and the poisonous proccing overload or whatever the fuck, then that's a bug and not an issue with the actual bow. Then the bow itself isn't broken. It's bugged, is what that is. Because it's not meant to do that. The arrow is meant to stun. But no, they say, nerf it is too strong, blah, 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 blah. The thing is, they're guaranteed the same people to do Why is there so many? I'm gonna go into the trials map that I saw that was running when I was. It doesn't matter which one. Down there. Burnout. Burnout is the map that was in the trials rotation on the time that I saw it most. And I can tell you exactly how they were playing. And it's gonna be very fucking obvious what's wrong to a normal person who plays PvP, but to them it's gonna seem very fucking dumb. To them it's gonna be sounding like they were in the right.
Control.
But in which they weren't even remotely close.
Take those zones.
I can
and
tell
hold
my
them to
fucking
your
voice
last
is
breath.
not being happy. But yeah, let's say I have somebody up here shooting a lemon arc at me over here. and they're hitting me every time I peek out. What do? Well, instead of waiting for this fucking fat fuck. But what do I do if that wasn't there? Do I continue to peek out or push out? No. What I do is either push back here and rotate and flank, or I instead book it over here real quickly by sliding and everything, and then flank this way. You never push them in the direction that they're shooting. It's the same fucking thing with a sniper rifle. If someone is hard scoping down this alley, you don't continuously peek them. You push around and flank like a normal fucking person. But do they do that? Nope. They complain that the weapon is too strong. In which, what? First of all, honestly, if they're gonna complain that people do this too much, they need to talk about fucking Wish Ender. Because if you didn't realize it, this thing has wall hacks. Why is there two of those? But yeah, this one has fucking wall hacks when you have your arrow drawn. And well, if you look playing on Hunter, you can go, fuck you, I can have my fucking thing drawn for held the entire time, so I can have wall hacks the entire fucking time. And fuck you. But are they doing that? Nope. Because they're complaining that they're actually punished for constantly peeking the same person repeatedly. Because of the poison. They're complaining that they're actually being punished for failing miserably at something. Sure, it's annoying being out of the fight for that long, but that's supposed to tell you that you're doing something fucking wrong. Not right. Wrong. Like, the fact that it's actually streamers and shit saying it as well, it's just showing that this community has made it dumb people. Celebrities and influencers and shit within the community. And it just shows that the D2 community should never talk about balance unless it's very serious and very obvious. Which my problem is, but anybody with a common brain cell
What's that you've got?
knows that lemon arc is not a problem. And in Crucible, that grapple thing wasn't that much of an issue. Is shatter skating an issue? Nope. And sure, I could use it to get across the map instantly. But guess what? I would smack into a wall and be at 1 HP. Ready for the enemies to do literally anything and kill me. They could literally throw this grenade at me and probably kill me. They could do anything to kill me. But it's just not worth it. It's purely a mobility thing. Which, are anyone complaining that we have that? Nope. The people who are complaining that we have that, it's fucking stupid. It's like they were complaining about Lemon Arc being stupid broken, despite this thing existing. And this is not even a good roll. This is a mediocre roll. This is the fucking static roll I got from the first time I obtained it. That's it. I've just kept that one because it has hatchling on it and it's kind of nice for my Warlock build. Especially my Warlock Strand build. Because it's specifically built into thatch things. Like a good build is supposed to be built into. A Warlock trying to build into a Suspend build could possibly work. But it's got much less going for it than what anything else has. Like if I go here, inspect it. This is the only thing that we get is suspension. This doesn't suspend. This doesn't suspend. And the consuming ability, it sounds shit, IMO. This does not cause suspension. None of this causes suspension. This doesn't cause suspension. Nothing causes suspension, but everything makes threadlings. And a Titan this thing causes suspend. This just gives you armor. This causes suspend, obviously. This causes the severing thing, which is much better on a suspended target. This can cause, I think, both suspend and sever, yeah. And then, I have not actually done most of these, but yeah. Because my Titan is actually far behind. Speaking of, though, can I go out and unlock a lot? No, I cannot. What the fuck? But yeah, so what the fuck is the hunter supposed to do? Because right now it seems... Oh yeah, don't forget this. Which upgrades this into 3 instead. And it makes you armored whenever you suspend anything with anything. Like, it's a suspension build, period. What's Hunter's got? Discount suspension build, and a grapple build that's half useless because the grapple is a fucking damage ability and not a movement ability like it should have been. It makes no fucking sense. Who the fuck came up with it being a fucking damage ability in the first place? Honestly, they should be fired. A grapple should always be a movement ability. Nothing else. Period. Anybody saying otherwise is fucking retarded. Yeah, I'm done fucking ranting. Fuck this shit. Bungie, you need to stop. You need to stop nerfing everything that people find fun. You need to stop. You need to stop before your game dies. Or else just let your fucking game die. Already. Like, fuck's sake. But I'm done here, so please spread the word, because yeah, this is a massive ass issue. And if someone tells you that, oh, grapple is still useful, tell them to shut the fuck up, because they're clearly a fucking idiot. I've had some dude try to tell me that, oh, my grapple is still up 95% of the time. It's a movement ability, not a combat ability. You're in combat when it's up, you fucking idiot. Go and put it on a friend's Sparrow. Do it again. Is your grenade up then? No? Didn't fucking think so. Bungie, you need to stop, period. Just stop nerfing shit like this. And if PvP becomes an issue with it, delete PvP. Nobody has fun with it nowadays anyways. And you can't balance it, clearly. Nowadays is not good for a Trials game mode. Or a PvP game mode in this game in the first place. There's just way too much shit in the game to balance. So, yeah, just stop nerfing the shit like that, man. Stop killing builds, because that's all you're doing. You're not balancing, you're killing builds by doing this shit.